May profits be upon you. Let's take a look at AUDUSD, the Aussie dollar, right? What do we notice on the weekly chart? Very, very bearish move here, right? Steady as she goes. And then we have this very sharp V recovery here. Very bullish to me, a very bullish pattern. And then we see price just jump, just impulse up to the upside to test the supply here. All right. This is a strong high. Remember the reasons why? It breaks structure to the downside. Boom. Right. It becomes testable. It becomes what you call a tradable, and price returned right to it. Yeah, we had to wait a little while. This happened on 2018, right? And we had to wait until March of 2021 before we could actually trade it. And if you would have took that short, you'd be looking very, very nice right about now. Now, we see that we broke structure and all that good stuff. All right, made this high. We have to make note that we didn't break the old high. We didn't break that last high, the previous high. So what do we have? A little head and shoulders thing happening up here, right? It did its job, breaking down to this demand zone. Okay, so after this impulse, we have a correction. All right, do we think that price is going to continue lower or continue higher? What is the expectational order flow? All right, the expectational order flow. Well, it made a lower high. What am I expecting? A lower low. Yeah, I'm expecting a lower low until further notice. All right, we have to break this high. We have to break this here is the trading range. All right, from here to here is the trading range. Until price breaks this high, we are still bearish. We are still bearish. All right, and you know, that's that. All right, we can play around all we want over here, but we're still within the range. And technically, we are still bearish. Okay, let's take a look at this area here. All right, what I want you to notice. All right, again, we didn't make a new high. We did not make a new high here. We found our way coming down, breaking structure here. Hold on. Where's it? Okay, broke structure here. Boom. All right, this is bearish. We're still bearish. We broke. We're breaking. We're having insults breaking to the downside here, right? But this is what I was looking for. All right, this is a possible flip zone. Why? Because we have demand down here, but we have order flow here. We have supply chaining. We have supply here. We have supply here. We have supply here. We have supply here. All right. We are not. Excuse me. We're busting through areas of demand. This was demand here. This was demand here. All right. And we're busting through all of that. You understand? So we're in a bearish market at the moment. Okay. We're down here. Price comes down. We make this hill. We look for the reaction. Right. We make this inducement high here. Why do we call it inducement high? Because this traps traders into taking shorts early. They should have been waiting until it reached supply here, right? We did reach supply. We did reach supply, and it did react, but then it came back up and got people out. Now, this is the rule of thumb. You have to be careful on the first touch. On the first touch, you got to be careful because very oftentimes you'll see a second touch come and take out that high for liquidity. And then if you don't know where the liquidity is, chances are you're the liquidity, all right? They're going to take you out. All right, you got to be careful. You have to be careful. So price breaks the high, takes out the liquidity here and drops down. again, it's still on the weekly. All right, we break structure to the downside with this impulse, very bearish, right? Breaking structure, breaking swing lows and all, but we did not take out the low. We came close, but we did not take out the low. We did not violate and close past this order block. We did not break this demand. Price came back up. And what are we looking for? This is the reaction. So when price finally breaks through, and I believe it will, breaks through this order block, remember the rule. This becomes tradable. This becomes a strong high. Okay? Just remember that. I've been repeating it in these videos. I need you to remember that. Let's go to the daily so we can see this price action up close. We see this impulse. All right? Look at this correction. Haven't we seen this before? Some people will call this a bear flag. All right? And we look for price to break this low. We're looking for that breakout to the downside. All right. There's a good reason. There's a good chance for it. It's a lot of lows to take out for liquidity, right? That's internal liquidity. Also, we made this high. We came back, took out that high here. All right, for liquidity. Okay. And price is making its way down again. We come back up, testing this order block it formed. You know, we're mitigating. You see this big old wick here, this big old wick of rejection. There's supply in this wick of rejection. There is supply in that. Price fires through here. I'm going to be looking at this area for price to come back and take a short from, a high probability short. All right, because this will be the impulse that breaks this order block here. It's a demand zone. I'll be looking for that for sure, but we gotta see if this will drop and take out those lows. Okay, but that's the idea. All right. Could price come back up? Sure, it could. It can get higher. It can come back up and maybe take out that high and re-mitigate this order block. It certainly could. And we have to be wary of it. But I'm going to be looking for price to drop down. I'll look for both though. You got to keep your mind open. You can't stay married to a bias. Why isn't it going down? Why isn't it going down? Why isn't it going down? Stop asking your question. Stop asking that stupid question. All right. You get a buy. Buy here, buy here, buy here. Get these continuation trades. Read the room, man. It's giving you bullish order flow. Come on. Keep your eyes open. Don't be married to a bias. All right. We got a lot of internal liquidity here. So you see how price finished on Friday. You see how price finished the week bearish, right? I'm looking for some follow through. I'm looking for some follow through. We have supply in control here. That's the answer to the question. Who's in control? Supply is. Supply is in control. Sellers are in control. And that's what I'll be looking for. If we go down to the 4-hour, if we go to the 4-hour, we can see how price came down lower here. All right. So we're just going to follow this. We're going to see how price does with these lows here. All right. Because this is a weak low, and weak lows are targets for liquidity. Why do we know it's a weak? Didn't break this high. Look at this high. It's a weak high. So I'm looking for price to come on down. Yeah. 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 I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, smash the like button. It helps the YouTube liquidity. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and it helps to build up my my channel here. really helps with the channel development. And I appreciate your feedback. If you like what I'm doing, leave a comment, man. Leave a comment if you think that my way of looking at things it works for you, or it doesn't. Maybe you see AUD in a different way. I would love to hear some feedback from you. All right. Shout out to my guys at UCL Energy Group. All right. And Eagles. Shout out to my guys there. All right. I hope you're learning something. All right. Shout out to my main peoples over there at Lions Den FX. All right. Especially the new guys like Predator. All right. And always to Igna, always to Favor. my guy Kofi, my guy Dave, Kev. All right. I want to hear from you guys, man. Shout out to you. All right. Big shout out to Grand Poobah, Drunken Monkey, and that'll do. I'll see you in the next video.